Hello people of YouTube, my name is Brad. This is my channel Anime Orange, and this week in 3D metal model news. It's Black Friday here in the US. The day after Thanksgiving, a big holiday shopping kickoff day. Bit of a crazy day if you ask me, but this is when a lot of the big deals start. And my initial intent was to try and get up early this morning and put out an early video for any potential doorbuster deals that there are. But from what I've been able to find in regards to Metal Earth or 3D metal models, P-School, things like that, there are no doorbuster get there early deals. There are a few things that I will talk about here in just a moment. As far as Fascinations and P-School models, where I usually start off, I don't see anything new from either of those sites, so it's pretty much straight to AliExpress to talk about some of the things that I found on there. I found that both MU and Microworld have come out with a few new models. MU has put out a couple of more architectural models. They have like a Chinatown series that they've been working on. Well, they've added two more. I almost thought they were old models when I seen them because they have a very similar look. But they have the Yihong Courtyard architectural model. It is listed as being stainless iron, which I'm assuming means stainless steel. Finish size of 7 by 7 by 7.5 centimeters. It's multicolor, obviously. 3 sheets with 82 pieces, 2 out of 7 stars. It's coming up at about $21.49 US dollars on AliExpress, and it does appear to have an LED light with it, which I think the others do, so it lights up from the inside. It has an LED light listed as part of the kit, and again, it's part of the Chinatown series, so there's already a few models out that it kind of goes with. If there weren't already so many things to build, I think I would like to collect that series as well. I kind of like the look of that architecture. Also, we have the MU Mercury store, I believe is what it is. This kit is listed as having stainless iron or stainless steel and brass. Finished model size of 6.5 by 6.5 by 6.5 centimeters. Again, multicolored, 3 sheets, 88 pieces, 2 out of 7 stars. It also includes an LED light, and it's coming up with a price of about $21.49 US dollars. They both look to be fairly simple to construct models with only 2 out of 7 stars. Pretty easy to put together and probably a lot of fun and a neat little collection to put on the side and have a little village. We've got the Chinatown villages and we've got the amusement park collections, and I'm seeing some of the metal 3D metal model makers moving towards like series and collections of models. I wonder how far that will end up going. I also mentioned seeing some new Microworld models. The Microworld models are kind of scattered about AliExpress. A lot of times I can find the same things in every store, but it's been an interesting experience this week. For one, we've got lead number 1, was what it's called, but it's basically a big tri-boat thing. It has like 3 boats and a towering superstructure over it. Listed as stainless steel and brass. Finished size is 2.4 by 11.5 by 6.8 centimeters, which is nicely translated into 8 by 4.5 by 2.7 inches for us in the US. Multicolored, 198 pieces, 5 sheets, 7 out of 8 stars, so it looks to be a bit more complicated, and it's about $35. I think there was a price range, probably with or without box. 35 is on the higher side of that. Microworld also put out a Potala Palace, I believe it's called, which I didn't really know anything about this beforehand. It's also listed as stainless steel, 19 by 9 by 9 centimeters, or 7.5 by 3.5 by 3.5 inches. Multicolored, 62 pieces, 5 sheets, 5 out of 8 stars. The price on AliExpress is around $30. And this one made me a little curious, so I did a quick Wikipedia search, though. But the Potala Palace is a Jizang fortress in the city of Lhasa in China, Tibet, autonomous region. It was the winter palace for the Dalai Lamas from 1649 to 1959, has been a museum since then, and is a World Heritage Site since 1994. So I love how sometimes these 3D metal models will cause me to be a little more interested in history. I might have to go look more into that later. And one more I found from Microworld is listed as the Meisha Gavial, which I have jokingly nicknamed the Killigator. It looks like kind of like an alligator with guns on its back. It's somewhere in the description is listed as theme the Potala Palace in Tibet, China. So I don't know if it's related to that or not, perhaps. Stainless iron or stainless steel and brass, multicolored. Finished size is 25.6 by 8 by 9.6 centimeters. This one has 3 1/4 sheets, 295 pieces, 7 out of 10 stars. And it is specifically listed as a puzzle is not for beginners. The price is about $51 US. And I mentioned that it's been an interesting experience finding the new Microworld models on AliExpress today. One of the things that's come up in a couple of different stores, and this was actually initially found by CodeWiki, a couple of different stores have what looks like a new model from Microworld, and it's I found out it's called a dancing lion. It's like a big ceremonial mask. But if you actually go into the listing, it is the new Peace Cool Terminator model. For whatever reason, there's a different picture on it this week, and it's not just one store, it's 2 different stores doing that. New York Model Store and another one. And it took me a while to actually find the model that it was supposed to be. I found it under Laugh and Learn's toy store on AliExpress. They don't have it listed as a new model, but I can't say that I've seen it before. Maybe a rather old model that was before I started doing these news videos. But I'm gonna mention it anyway. It is listed as a dancing lion. It's a ceremonial mask. I used to when I see it, I think of those actually dragon type masks where you got the one guy up front that has the mask that's dancing around and everybody's following behind it. So, but apparently this is a dancing lion and not a dancing dragon, so maybe there's 2 different masks. But anyway, it's not much information on the listing. It just shows it as having 3 1/2 sheets and a finished size of 10 by 9 1/2 by 13 centimeters and a lot of beads. It doesn't say anything about beads, but it does show a picture of the sheets and packages of beads. It looks like that would be an interesting one to put together. I think there's also a picture of a stand that you put together to sit it on, probably similar to, I think it's the parrot model from Microworld or Peace Cool. It's either the parrot or the peacock. Yeah, I'm not sure if that's a new model or not. It's not listed under new. Maybe I'm just the first time I've seen it, but it kind of caught my attention because of it being mistakenly pictured for another model in 2 different sites. How odd. I said I was going to talk about Black Friday sales. Again, there's no doorbusters that I know of. I even looked at AC Moore because they're doing doorbusters, and AC Moore does sell these models, or at least they used to have quite a bit more collection. And I've been to AC Moore's store opening day sales once before, and Metal Earth models were not included in that list. I didn't find anything as far as doorbusters. Speaking of AC Moore, it appears that they have recently been in the news for potentially closing all of their stores. Might have to keep an eye out for that to see if anything goes on clearance. Very sad news, obviously, and I hate that it's happening because a lot of people will be out of a job, and this is a growing trend. But I will say that they do still have a few models, and I might have to keep an eye out to see if anything gets marked down towards the end. Anyway, back to Black Friday sales. It looks like InnovaToys is doing a kind of a super week. And if you go to their site, there's a link at the top. You can click buy 5, get 5% off, buy 10, get 10% off, running between the days of November 26th and December 2nd. So it's a week-long sale. You have to use the code SUPERWEEK at checkout. Metal Earth Legends and Iconics models only. And you can save up to $30. So I guess, there's a point where you can only save $30 worth of discounts before they just shut it off. Whether or not you can just reach that point and then make a different order, I don't know. But that is a sale that they have, and I think they've done something like that in the past. So you can save a little bit of money. You've still got a few days to check it out. Those models you're wanting to get now is a decent time. Also, I looked at Tri-M Specialty Products, which is in Canada. I don't talk about them every week, but they do come up from time to time. They are having a somewhat complicated sale. They have a page. I'll put a link to their Black Friday sale page down below. Because Tri-M Specialty sells a lot of different things other than just Metal Earth, it's kind of complex, and I'll just boil it down to site-wide. It's free 2 to 3 day shipping, US and Canada orders over $50 US. Earn 5% specialty reward points on all orders. And then specifically for the Metal Earth kits, all Metal Earth models are buy 2 get 1 free or buy 4 get 2 free, etc. No coupon needed. Spend $50 US or over $50 US, get a free model. You have the StarCraft Bunker in gold or silver, or the StarCraft Phoenix. To get those models at checkout, you use a code. And the code starts off BF 2019- and either Bunker for the StarCraft Bunker or Phoenix for the StarCraft Phoenix model, all capital letters. And this code is kind of a repeating theme. Spend over $100 US, get a bigger free model. You can choose from Transformers Cassette Rumble, Transformers Cassette Frenzy, Obsidian Arms Gold, StarCraft Banshee Gunship Silver. Again, you use a code at checkout. You'll use BF 2019- and either Frenzy for Frenzy, Rumble for Rumble, Obsidian for the Obsidian Arms Gold, or Banshee for the StarCraft Banshee Gunship. And he goes on. Spend over $200 US, get a bigger free model. You can choose from the IDW Megatron or the IDW Optimus. Again, BF 2019- either Megatron or BF 2019- Optimus, all capital letters. If you need a reminder, there's a link in the description down below to take you to that page where you can actually see all of that information for yourself. At the bottom of that page, you'll note that there is a thing saying the models below are already discounted and no need for a code. There's a bunch of things, there's several pages worth. I looked through all of them. I didn't see any Metal Earth models or 3D metal models. It was all other things. Feel free to look through it yourself, but it looks like they don't have anything else marked down in that list. Or anything else 3D metal model-wise. That was a lot more information than I expected to have to share this week. I did ask a question, kind of a topic of the week last week. I'm not going to do a topic of the week this week, it being the day after Thanksgiving. I'm going to leave it at that. Go spend some more time with friends and family before the week starts again next week. I do want to thank you for watching. Thank you to my Patreon supporters for all your support, for helping keeping this channel running. Any questions or comments, feel free to leave them down below. A lot of the links are in the description. It's getting kind of long down there. And I'll leave it at that. I'll see you next week, if not sooner. So everybody keep on keeping on.